make sure we're good, because sometimes technology isn't our friend.
Well, but I'm happy for the win today. I'm happy.
We're good.
Something is going.
Something is working. I know it's been quite the day. So it's a little slow. Everything's slow. It usually is. So how are you, Colleen? Doing good?
I am doing amazing, and I'm so excited for us to be talking today about cruising because I am going on a cruise in
going on a cruise.
So 11 days I will be on a cruise ship, and I cannot even explain to you how excited I am.
I am excited for your vacation.
On a vacation. And not only go on a vacation, but go on a cruise, because something that is so nice about, and some people see this as like not a good thing about a cruise, right? But I see it as a good thing, and it's that you kind of are forced to go off the grid.
You are.
Right? That's like you really can't call people or text people. Maybe you could get an internet package where you could go on the internet, but I even try not to do that, or like minimally just maybe to check email. But even then it's like, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to pretend like it's not an option. And I absolutely, positively 100% have to disconnect. And a lot of people get really like, but I'm like, no, we need this, people. We need this.
I agree. That's the whole point of vacation, is to disconnect. And a cruise, actually, like you said, it forces you to do it.
You actually have to disconnect, where other vacations aren't. You don't have to.
No, and you can still have that connection. So
yeah, so I'm excited about that.
Well, you should be, because I'm totally jealous that you're going on a cruise and I'm not going on a cruise. But we'll be talking about Colleen's cruise when she returns. So
I am so excited.
Yes, you want to stay tuned for that. So welcome, everybody. I see we have some viewers jumping on. So just feel free to comment as we go along. And Colleen and I will definitely share your comments and talk about them if you have questions. So today we're talking about onboard ship activities. And Colleen and I... we're going to be sharing our top 5 each. So it's actually a total of top 10. And I think we might have a few bonuses in there. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So our audience out there watching, feel free to comment. We'd love to hear what you have to say. And we'll chat about that. So let's get this show on the road. So, all right. So hello and welcome to the Magical Traveling Moms podcast. My name is Tina, and I am joined by my wonderful and ever so fabulous co-host, Miss Colleen. And today we are talking about our favorite cruise activities. There are so many fun things that you can experience on board, and we're going to share some of our favorites. But before we get started, we'd like to take a moment and thank the wonderful sponsors of our show, Mystical Dream Travel. Mystical Dream Travel is a full-service travel agency specializing in select destinations. Cruises is one of them, along with Disney destinations, as well as the Caribbean and Mexico. If you're ready to plan your next vacation, be sure to reach out to the wonderful agents over at Mystical Dream Travel. You can find them at mysticaldreamtravel.com or look them up on social media. So, hey, Colleen, how are you?
I am fantastic.
So
ready for a vacation.
I know. I was just going to say, this is like the perfect topic for you, because you're getting ready to go on a cruise. You're setting sail very soon.
I know. This is just going to make me more like anxious about it. Like, woohoo. Yeah. I'm already started packing. That's how excited I am.
They decided. So what cruise line are you going this time?
So I am going to be sailing on Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas.
Ooh, very
which up until very recently was the largest cruise ship in the world. But now the Wonder of the Seas is the largest. But Symphony is like a close second.
Yes, and the Wonder looks amazing, by the way.
The Wonder does look amazing. I am beyond ecstatic. My whole family, like my husband, my kids are going, and we're going with friends. It's always very fun to go cruising with friends. And we are going Eastern Caribbean. We're going to be going to the St. Thomas and St. Martin.
Oh, nice.
And of course, perfect day at Cocoa Key. But I'm not going to give any more information than that because we're going to cover it all when I get back.
Yes, absolutely. And this is your spring break, so you're lucky enough to have a spring break. Our school district does not.
We don't have a spring break?
No, we get 2 whopping days here in Pennsylvania.
But did you have a February vacation?
No.
How does that work then? Like, do you get out early? Like, what?
No, we don't get out till June. Yeah, no.
I don't even understand that. You should protest. I'm sorry.
I know. I need to go to the next board meeting.
More vacation days.
Yeah, next board meeting, and I'll be like, I want a spring break. But yeah, no, we don't have a traditional spring break like other school districts, even in our area, get a week off. We do not.
This is very unfair. I will sign the petition. I'll come down and pick it with you. Like, that's terrible.
I could use all the help we could get on this because I agree it is not fair.
It's not fair at all.
No, it's not. So let's get on to our topic. So today, as I said, we're talking about cruise activities. So when we cruise, it's oftentimes we think about the destinations that we're going to, and that's what it's about. But really, the ship itself can be its own destination.
Sometimes I have chosen not to get off of the ship in certain ports, so that I can enjoy the ship more.
Yes, because everybody's not on the ship, so you get to do all those wonderful activities.
Yeah. And they do really great discounts at the spa on port days, just saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're going to talk about the spa in a little bit. So let's dive in. So Colleen and I each wrote our top 5 activities to do while on board a ship. So it could be any ship, we cruise them all. So
and a lot of them have similar, similar things. Yeah.
They do. So I'm going to go ahead and let you pick you go first.
Oh, I get to go first. I'm so excited. Well, I'm just going to go down the line.
Go ahead.
Of what I saw you added a couple extras, so I might have jotted a couple of bonuses on mine too. Okay, so the first thing, and I don't know why this is like what immediately pops into mind for me, is the Flowrider surf simulator. Which they have on a lot of the Royal Caribbean cruise ships. I am not sure if they have it on any other cruise line. I was trying to think. I think this is just the Royal Caribbean, but they have them on several of their ships. And it's a surf simulator, so you get to practice surfing, or they do like a boogie boarding too, like where you're on your belly on the surfboard, which is kind of more my style.
Yeah.
And so my husband actually did this on a cruise we went on a couple years ago, and he loved it, and he was really good at it too. I was kind of jealous because I'm like, I would have fallen on my face. But it's such a neat and different thing to do on a cruise ship. And the thing that's crazy to me is it's included. Like, it seems like a very premium experience to me, but it was completely included. And they had 2 on the ship we were on. So the line wasn't ever super crazy because there was 2 of them.
So you've never done the Flowrider?
I did the boogie boarding part, like where you go on your belly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't do the trying to stand up part because I was like, no, I would fall. I'm pretty sure I would fall. But they do have one on the cruise ship we're going on in 11 days. So maybe I'll be convinced to try standing up on it. But they have people there helping you. So, it's very safe, and even kids do it. I mean, I'm sure there is a height or age requirement, but there were pretty young kids doing it on our.
So if you do it, are you going to take a video?
I will say this. If I do it, I probably will have my husband take a video. Whether or not I choose to share the video publicly, I'm gonna wait to decide that after.
Okay. Well, you have to share it with me.
Okay. Only if you swear you won't share if I say no.
I promise. No, I will not share it.
We'll see how. Maybe I'll look really good in it. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So you're just gonna go through your whole list,
or you want me to go through my whole list? I thought we were gonna take turns.
Oh, all right. We'll take turns. So
let's take turns.
So you have to know mine was coming. So one of my favorite shipboard activities is the spa. And as Colleen mentioned earlier, you actually can get a discount on spa treatments in port, so which is a really nice thing. But there's a really great value that a lot of people don't know about, and I think they're pretty much across all cruise lines, is they have some sort of rainforest type showers. You know, they have like it's called the Rainforest on Disney Cruise Line, and they all have their own version of something like that.
Yeah, like and a hydrotherapy. I think some of them call it hydrotherapy or thalassotherapy or
aromatherapy. Something in those terms what it's called. And it's actually really great value because you can pay for a day pass for it on the cruise, and you can use the spa facilities. There are some limitations of what you can't use, but you have access to different things in the spa as you go through the aromatherapy and just some areas that are relaxing, just to have some downtime, you know, and different things like that, just to kind of think. But the spa is one of my favorite activities to do. And oftentimes, like we said, when you're in port, you can get some really good discounts if you're not getting off the ship that day, or if you're only going to go like for a morning shore excursion and you have the afternoon to, you know, spend on the ship. It's a great way to kind of manage your day and get that spa treatment in. I mean,
and it's a good tip too, because if you're at a port that maybe you've been to before, or you don't have an excursion booked, or like personally, like Nassau is one of the ones that I like never get off of the ship. But also, I find if you go to the spa on embarkation day, so the day you get on the ship, like they always have an open house. And so you can actually go and like tour the spa and see all of the spaces, and they'll talk to you. And a lot of times they have some type of deal where if you like book something that day or sign up for something that day, you get like a special price.
Yep. And they also oftentimes offer like free classes. So like skincare classes, things like that you can sign up for. And I believe when you go to those classes, if you actually go, they do offer some sort of discount for that treatment.
Yeah, a special. But I love, you know, getting the like a hydrotherapy pass, even at like an all-inclusive resort too, that you can do that is like, I think such a good value because they're usually relatively inexpensive.
They are.
You still get to use all this, like the saunas and the steam rooms and the aromatherapy stuff and the heated lounge chairs and a jacuzzi and all this fun. I'm like, I could hang out in there like all afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great way to get some downtime and relax and do the spa, you know, and I'm
envisioning myself there now.
Me too. I envision myself there every day.
I'll think of you when I'm in the spa and
all right. Okay. I'll be jealous. I'll be so jealous. So
okay. So my next item is something I have not done, but I plan on trying this cruise, and it is the zip line. Now on my cruise ship and several of the Royal Caribbean cruise ships, they have a zip line across what they call Central Park. So there's actually like a park in the middle of the ship, like a park with trees and like flowers, and it's crazy. And when you're in it, you don't even think you're on a cruise ship. It's nuts. And then they have a zip line you can go like across the top of it. So last time, I didn't. I chickened out and didn't do it. And so this time I'm like, I'm going to do it. And I'm trying to get my kids to say they'll do it too.
Will your husband do it with you?
Yeah, he was going to do it last time. And he was actually going to take our son, Eli, who at the time really wanted to do it. However, he had broken his arm.
Oh, no.
Just a couple of months before. And while it wasn't in a cast anymore, it was in like just a sling. It was not good, you know, like because you do, even though you're in a harness, you do still have to hold on.
Hold up.
And it wouldn't have been good for his arm. So they didn't end up, they waited in line actually to see, because I was like, well, maybe he doesn't have to hold on, maybe because you're in a harness. So I thought maybe you could just sit, but not the way they have it set up. You really do have to hold on. So he didn't. Okay. So he didn't. So maybe our whole family will go. I'll have to try to make that happen. Fun.
That will be fun. That will be fun.
Yeah. But it's something different, you know, like and fun and just, I mean, who would have thunk like a zip line on a cruise ship, you know?
No, I think it would be fun. You'll have to tell me how that is. I'm excited for that
Okay.
one. All right. So my next pick is virtual reality. So I was on the Odyssey in November, and they have a virtual reality. I've never done that before ever, and it was very cool. Now this does have an added cost to it, so it's not something that is included, but it's definitely worth doing. And if you can watch your family go through it, you will probably have a very good laugh.
Take some video and blackmail them with it later. Is that
absolutely, because I'm sure it's hilarious. So it's just something fun to do, something different.
Yeah, something different and cool, you know, like cool. What a fun thing to do, especially like all together as a family. And it's not, I mean, unless you have like an Oculus set at home or whatever, it's not like it's easy to go out and find virtual reality experiences everywhere.
No, absolutely. So it's pretty cool. So I do highly recommend that one.
Yeah. I don't think they have a virtual reality thing on our ship. I don't know.
You have to look. It's usually in the sports, like this.
Yeah. Well, I will find out, but I don't think we have it, but I'm going to make sure if we do, I'll check
put that on your list.
There's so many things. I mean, we're on a 7-day cruise, but I swear, even sometimes with some of these big ships, 7 days, you still don't do everything on the ship. So
no, you can't even see. I've heard you can't even see the ships within that 7 days.
Right, like see every public space. Yeah. So my next thing is slides, and I did not specify just water slides because there are also some ships that have dry slides.
There are,
including the ship that I'm going to be on. There's a lot of things that I wrote down that are on the ship that I'm going to be on.
Oh yes.
I might have been thinking about it while I was making this list. But tons of cruise ships, a lot. I would say probably the majority of cruise ships have water slides. At least one or two. Some have really crazy ones and big ones, and you know. The ship we're on, I think, actually has like a couple of tube slides and like a slide where you are in a raft, like a tube on the ship. Yeah. And then also some of the Royal Caribbean ships have the Ultimate Abyss, which is the dry slide.
I don't know if I could do that.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't think I could.
I'm hyping my family up for it. Now, Matt, I know Matt will do it. Like Matt's like, whatever, sure. But my kids are like, oh, I don't know. So I'm trying to make it competitive because there's actually 2 slides. So you actually sit on like a sack, and you go down 9 decks. I think you go down 9 decks on the ship, and it's a tube. It's not like it's open air or anything.
It's clear though.
You're not going to fall out.
Is it clear? It's clear, right? So you can see.
I think so.
I think it is.
Now, I originally thought it was somehow like off of the side of the ship, but it's actually off the end where the aqua theater is. So you're not like suspended over the ocean or anything.
Mm-hmm.
That might make my kids feel a little better about it. But there's 2 of them. So you could have 2 people go at once, and then you like kind of crisscross each other, and it's like a race.
See, that would be fun, but I'm not sure I could do it. I'm just not. It's mental for me. It's
mentally like, not sure
you could. Side of a ship. All I see is water.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to. I don't have a GoPro, and I'm not exactly sure how crazy of a slide. I mean, it doesn't look like a crazy slide. I'm gonna try to video, like a first-person video of going down it.
Okay.
I envision myself going down it more than once because I think it sounds super fun.
It does sound fun, but my fear, like my mental fear, is just getting me. So my next one, excuse me, I picked is ice skating.
Yeah.
So on a lot of these ships, they have an ice skating rink, and you actually can go ice skating. And you do have to pack jeans. In order to do it, so you're not allowed to go ice skating in shorts
and socks. You have to have socks. Yeah.
Yes, which is not something you traditionally pack on a Caribbean cruise, but you definitely would have to pack those in order to experience the ice skating. But along that line, you can also do bumper cars.
Yes.
There's bumper cars, and one cruise line has racetrack. I mean,
oh, right. Yeah. Like the go-karts on the top of the ship. Yeah.
Yes.
There's all kinds of crazy stuff. I love the look on people's faces when I tell them, oh, there's an ice skating rink.
Oh, yes.
On your cruise ship. Like, not only is there an ice skating show, which is amazing, by the way. Like any that I've seen, like they are
incredible.
I can remember watching it the first time and being like, oh my gosh, like we're on a ship. We're on a ship on the ocean, like sailing on the ocean, and these people are like doing flips and jumps and things on ice skates.
I know.
It's a little frightening. But that you can go ice skating, and people just really, they're like, on a cruise ship, like what?
Yes.
In the Caribbean? What? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Yep. Give it a try.
Exactly, right? Like, why not? That's super fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next thing is behind the scenes tours. So a lot of times now, granted, lately, like since the ships have started sailing after COVID, I think some of these are not available currently, maybe, but hopefully they do come back because they are very fun and often they sell out. So I will say, if you're interested in a behind the scenes tour on a cruise ship, book it early because they do fill up. But they will have like full ship tours. They'll have tours where you get to go see the bridge. I actually did one where we got to go into the kitchens. And we got to like, they meet the chefs and the kitchen staff, and they showed us like in the main dining room, like how they make dinner for 1,000 people at once, you know.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, they have different behind the scenes tours, and I think I find that stuff fascinating. I think it's really cool to learn about how do they do this? Like, how do they make this stuff work on the ship?
No, I agree. They actually have them too, where you can do like with the captain.
Yeah,
like you can go see the bridge and you get to meet the captain. I would be amazing. That
would be really fun. Those are very popular, though. I will say they will hook up. Really, now they do cost something. You know, the behind the scenes tours are an additional cost, but I think it's totally worth it because how cool to be able to see those things you wouldn't see normally.
No, I agree. I think and just getting some insider knowledge and seeing how the inner workings of a ship work, I think it would be fun.
Yeah. Cruise ships are cool.
Yeah. My next one, it's very simple, but is miniature golf. So all the ships have miniature golf. I think most cruise lines all have them on board. And it is a really fun activity to do in the evening. I find that it's not very crowded with the miniature golf. And we love going up there at night. It gets a little windy. But we really enjoy it. And so I really like it. There's no additional cost to it. It's just, we're playing golf at sea.
It's a very fun family activity, right? Like for any age, all ages, low impact, and they're really cute usually. Like the different mini golf courses are really cute. Yeah, that is a good one. We have done that before, and that's always fun.
Yes.
Okay, so my next item is bingo. I feel like this is definitely something they have on pretty much every cruise ship, like every sailing. They will have bingo, and usually multiple times during the cruise, they'll have different bingos. And there are some people who are like really into it. They go to every bingo. You do have to pay.
You win some good prizes though, don't you?
Exactly. You win prizes, like cool prizes. Like I've been on cruise ships where you could win money. Like sometimes up to like a lot, like $1,000, more than that, depending. And then I've also been on a cruise ship where they gave away a cruise.
I was going to say that they do that.
You won like a 4-day cruise. I was like, okay, I'll do that. But it's fun. It's interactive. Usually, I will say that on all the cruise ships, the entertainment staff is always so fun. Like they really put a lot of energy into, you know, what they do. So they make it really fun. And then just to meet other people like on your cruise, fellow cruisers, it's a really good time. And you cannot spend a lot. It depends on how many bingo cards you want to buy, but you can go and just get a card. It's not that expensive and just do something fun.
No, I agree. I like it. So, and they have other things too, like along that lines where you can do scrapbooking. They can have scrapbooking, crafts, like they have crafts and things like that. They're all kind of fun things to do. So my next one, I consider this an activity. It's something like the cardio activity, depending on where I'm at, but it's shopping. I love to shop. I love the window shop. I love everything about shopping. I love the smell.
They have good shopping on cruise ships.
They do have some amazing shopping on cruise ships. Some of it is high end, but they do have some things where they bring out sometimes, and they have sales, deals, and stuff like that. I really enjoy the shopping on the cruise ships. I love looking for different and unique things that you normally wouldn't find somewhere else. So that's what I really enjoy. So I really do like taking the time to go through the stores. Some of the cruise ship have more stores than others, depending on the size of the ship. So
the big cruise ships, it's like this huge promenade, you know, it's like a mall almost. But the shopping, one of the things that's so great about the shopping on the cruise ship is that it's duty free.
Yes.
So, and they won't open, the stores do not open until you're out at sea. They have to be so many miles from the shore or something. And then the shops will open, but like, that's why they sell like jewelry, perfume, handbags, like designer purses, like those things are big on cruise ships because of it being in alcohol. I think they sell alcohol. You can't drink it though. They take it from you. And
you get it when you get off the ship.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't take it back to your stateroom and like start drinking it. But I have always enjoyed that as well because they always have some of my favorite brands are on the ship.
Yes, they do. They do.
Oh yeah. Shopping is, my son Noah loves shopping, and he has already asked about shopping on the cruise ship.
Very nice. Very nice. He's my kind of kid.
Yes, when we were on our Disney cruise, we visited the gift shop several times.
Disney cruise has some really good shopping too.
Well, especially it's all Disney themed. And you're like, okay. So I had a few little bonus things that actually kind of go along with what we were just saying previously about there being like scrapbooking and crafts and stuff, is that you can also do trivia.
Oh yes, that's always fun.
You'll have like, and really look at your cruise planner when you're on the cruise. A lot of stuff you don't see until you're there, like until you're actually on the ship and you connect to the ship's Wi-Fi, and then you go onto the app, whatever cruise line you're on will have an app. And then you can see like all of the daily activities, and there's a lot. And they'll do trivia multiple times. Sometimes it's friendly trivia. Sometimes it might be adult only trivia. I did a Harry Potter trivia on a Royal Caribbean cruise once, like just the Disney trivia. Those were my favorite. And also game shows. They have like game shows that you can go, and they do audience participation and karaoke.
Oh yeah, those are fun. Those are fun. I've done 80s trivia. That's always fun.
Yeah.
80s music trivia. I mean, they just really just have, there's so much to do, like so many extra things that you really don't think about that are available.
There's no reason to be bored on a cruise, like, because there's, and like all hours of the day too, because like they'll have stuff pretty late at night, trivia and karaoke and things like that. And it goes pretty late. Right.
I agree. And I think I have a couple bonuses, and I think you already talked about the slide, so I did talk about the water slide. I love the aqueduct on Disney Cruise Line.
That is it's like a next level slide, though.
Yeah, that is a next level slide.
Yeah, it's like a water coaster kind of almost.
Yes.
I mean, that's legit. I love the aqueduct.
Yes, I agree. And so the other one I had too, that a lot of people I think sometimes skip are deck parties.
Oh,
so they're slowly like bringing all those back. And so the deck parties, whether they're during the day or in the evening, can be a lot of fun to do. And along those lines is watching a movie at sea.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't put that on my list.
I know that's one of your favorite things to do.
It is one of my favorite things to do on a cruise. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Wow. I see. And now maybe it's just because I'm like, oh, that to me, it's like sleeping and eating on a cruise is watching the movies on the pool deck. That is my favorite thing to do on a cruise ship. It's so fun at night.
Yes.
It's quiet. No one else is up there. It's like always empty. And you get to like lay on the lounge chairs and you feel the sea breeze and watch some cool movie on a big screen too.
Yes. I know.
11 days, 11 days.
That's one of your most favorite things to do. So I'm surprised that you didn't pick that.
I know, I didn't either. Because there's too many things. There's too many fun activities on a cruise ship.
There are. And some have movie theaters. They have actual movie theaters.
Yes.
In there. And they have bumper cars. Bumper cars. And
I know. The Disney Cruise Line also, in their movie theater, they show first run movies.
They do.
So like whatever is in the theater, they'll show in the movie theater for free on your Disney cruise, which is, I think, super cool.
I would agree with you on that.
I always wanted to time a Disney cruise, like when a movie's coming out.
Oh, yes, you could go watch it. Yeah.
You can watch it, right? I haven't quite timed it that way yet, but still, we watched Encanto like 4 times on our last Disney cruise.
There you go. But here's the nice thing about it. If it's a rainy day on a Disney cruise, you can go to the movie theater. And it's the same thing with any cruise line. If it's a rainy day, there's tons of indoor activities that you can do and still enjoy your cruise. So do you have any other bonus ones? I think I ran out.
I don't know. We could go on and on. I feel like we could just keep talking we would just keep coming up with more stuff. Because
and we didn't even talk about the kids' activities.
That's true. We didn't. Kids, schmids, who cares?
It's all about the adults.
It's all about us, But I mean, basically the gist of it is there's a lot to do on a cruise ship. And you can't be bored. It's impossible to be bored on a cruise. And it doesn't matter how old you are or what things you're interested in. Like there is something for everyone.
No, I agree 100%. And like I said in the beginning, sometimes the ship in itself could be its own destination. And it's really worth taking the time to explore it and enjoy the activities. And if you don't want to get off at a particular port, really just don't, because there's a lot of things you can enjoy during your in-port day. We do that a lot, just like Colleen, especially when we stop at Nassau. It's not that I don't like Nassau, but I've been there a lot.
Yeah.
So for us that day, it's kind of about the ship. We get, depending on the cruise line, you get on the slides faster.
Yes.
You could do all those things that you're not having to wait in line for a little while sometime.
Right. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something else that we should mention, because I might have people going on the Mardi Gras also in a week and a half. But the roller coaster that Carnival has on their Mardi Gras has it. And I think another ship they're building is going to have it too. The Bolt. It's an actual roller coaster, like real legit roller coaster.
These ships just keep going to the next level. Like every time they level up, and it's like, what are they going to think of next? It's
there's so many cool things that you can experience on a cruise ship. It's crazy.
No, I agree.
I'm so excited cruising is back.
It is coming back. And
I feel like last year was so sad. Nobody could go on a cruise. And now it's back, and it's let's go. Let's get. I have 4 cruises booked in the next year.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. It's amazing. And so, as always, if you're thinking about a cruise, you want to reach out to those wonderful agents over at Mystical Dream Travel. And I would highly encourage that you book early.
Yes.
Because as we've seen these past 2 years, even in the land destinations, things fill up fast. And availability becomes very limited. So if you're planning a cruise, you can plan out as far as 2024 in some cases or further. It's a great time to book.
Is better.
Yes.
If you want to book a 2024 cruise right now, it's a pretty good price.
Yes, I agree. I 100% agree. So, so if you have anything you would like to add on shipboard activities that you think is amazing that we didn't message, feel free to comment below or send us an email. We're happy to add that to a list and have another conversation. So thank you so much for joining us today. Be sure to like and subscribe to our podcast and hit that notification button so you know when our next episode airs. So until next time, may all of your vacations be extra magical.